Joining us now is Bob Hunger, our extension wheat pathologist. And Bob, you're hearing reports of disease in wheat fields around Oklahoma. Tell us what you're seeing and whether it's typical this time of year.
Well, typical for the fall, wheat diseases are fairly quiet. Occasionally there's a few seedling root rots and seedling rots that come up, but we really haven't seen any of those in samples that have come into the lab. The samples that have come in have primarily been abiotic causes, things such as drought or dryness, fertility problems, and sometimes sharp temperature changes can cause that, but they're not diseases caused by pathogens.
So what kind of reports are you getting? And we have an example here.
Correct, yes. What we have seen show up within the last week and a half have been some fall foliar diseases. In particular, leaf rust has come in to play here at Stillwater. Now, other parts of the state have been drier. There may not be as many of these, but where there has been moisture, there probably is some leaf rust.
What does this look like? It's pretty evident and easy to spot in the field.
Yeah, first of all, you can see there's kind of a yellowing of the lower foliage here. And if you go down into that foliage and look at the leaves, you'll see all kinds of rust pustules on these leaves. This is a disease, of course, that is more prominent in the spring than in the fall, but it does show up in the fall, as will sometimes stripe rust and some of the leaf spot diseases like tan spot. We have had a few reports of tan spot as well.
Now, you mentioned the moisture having an impact. Are these warmer temperatures also maybe playing in?
Definitely. Because of the moisture we've had and then the warmer temperatures, the leaf rust and some of these other diseases can get established and then will spread through the wheat a little bit. I'm not a proponent of spraying to control these diseases in the fall because typically as we get into colder winter temperatures, these leaves that are heavily infected will die, and new leaves coming out will not be infected because the temperatures are too cold. Especially with the price of wheat now, it's not really recommended to spray, with the exception that if you were going across the field to put on an herbicide and you had heavy disease, you may want to go ahead and add a fungicide to that if you have very heavy disease.
And it's just kind of field by field, producer by producer, to weigh out those options.
Needs to be looked for, but mostly you want to look for these diseases in the spring because controlling them in the early spring and through the spring is much more important than fall control.
So put it on your radar now, in other words.
Exactly.
Okay, Bob, thanks a lot. And for more information on fall foliar diseases, we have a link to Bob's full article at sunup.okstate.edu. And now another concern in fields this time of year and any time of year really is weeds. And we have a hands-on way to diagnose and treat weeds.